Do you just love your network marketing business, but you just need more people to talk to who are interested in what you do? Don't leave. I have a solution for you. Hi, I'm Stan Shields, your marketing automation guy, and I have a tool to help you automate finding the right people to talk to in your business. This video is going to help you prospect 5 new people online every day at the touch of a button, and not just anybody, but the right people. To kick things off, we're going to do a short little demo to show you how I find those people. In my search, I am searching for network marketers or people who are in direct sales of some kind. And I'm looking for those people that are right here in Las Vegas. Now, take a look at my screen right here. What it shows is that my city and state are Las Vegas, Nevada in the United States. I'm looking for people who work from home or in a home-based business. And I don't care about the agenda, and I don't care about the gender. All right, if I wanted to do some other searches based on other fields, I have a lot of other information down below that I can search on, but we're not even going to use that today. This search has been working really well for me. So we're just going to click on Get Prospect. And it brings up a prospect for me. I'm going to click on View Contact. Now this is really important because I want you to see the kind of information that comes back. So obviously I get the person's name, but I get all of this contact data here for email, phone number, Facebook, and LinkedIn. But I get a bunch of other data over here on the other side that tells me the gender, the birth date, age range, as well as I get all these skills and interests that the person has, and I learn a little bit more. Quite often, I will also get where do they currently work, or maybe their last place of employment. Now, I also said that we can get 5 of these prospects a day. So let's go back to our prospect tool, and literally from our prospect tool, the only thing that we need to do at this point, again, is just hit Get Prospect. And I get another prospect, in which case I can now go view that contact and I can see the contact information that I got. I've got some interests and some skills that are over here. I could look down here and I can see where this person is currently working, get more information about them, and I can see that this person has an interest in entrepreneurship, personal development, social media marketing, home-based business. This was one of those things I was looking for. So if I come back to my prospect search tab, once again, I just click Get Prospect and I generate another one. I'm going to go over to this person's record and I get to see more information about who they are, their skills. So that quickly, you saw that I generated 3 prospects that I can potentially go and talk with about my business, but really, I really want to learn a little bit more about them. So let's dive in again and just take a look at what other information can we get on a person. I'm going to go back into one of these prospects that I generated here. If I want to know more information about Rachel Kramer other than what I've gotten right here already, I go into this tool and I click on Enhance Contact. It's going to then go out and search and see, is there other information that we can gather on this person? If there is, it's going to bring that into the record. It tells me that this was a success. I could also click this button down here and get the personality analysis for this person as well. I'm not going to do that right now, but we're going to look and see. We've got these pieces of data. We have a little bit more data that showed up over here. Our interests and hobbies filled out a little more. Household and financial information came in. Shopping info, work and education, and neighborhood information. So we got a little bit more information that we can now use to get to know this person a little bit better. I am not running a personality analysis right now. It takes usually 24 to 48 hours to get that personality analysis in. But let me show you on another one what that looks like. Here's what a personality analysis looks like. It will tell me, I can click on this tab and it will tell me the information that it has put together about this person. It's similar to a DISC analysis, DISC. It's very similar to that. The algorithm is very similar. It says that this person is composed, thoughtful, agreeable, tends to be detail-oriented, skeptical of change, and likely prefers a clear set of expectations before making a decision. Those kinds of details could be very useful to know in trying to work with a person. So this tells me this person's behavior, the behaviors, and this person may naturally do these kinds of things. And so if I, in fact, want to communicate with a person, these are things I should take into consideration. Emailing this person, here are some things that I should consider and do if I'm going to be emailing this person. And it gives me a bunch of other information here of things that stresses the person out, energizers, and so forth. It also helps me with sales tactics. If I'm trying to book a meeting with this person, try this. It tells me generally what this person's pain points are. And so if I know what their pain points are, then I have a better idea of how I can address those pain points. If I'm going to be trying to give them a pitch, this tells me how to communicate with this person. If I'm doing a presentation for them, tells me some things that I should do in that presentation. And if you're building this business online and you're working online, you want to connect with people, this is an important section. It tells you how to build rapport with the person. What's their approach to solving problems? What's really the right way to try and pick up the pace with them, to maybe get them make a decision sooner rather than later? What about discussing money or somehow creating urgency? These are some extremely important pieces of information for you to know. So sales tactics, personality analysis, and then additional info. Now tell me something. If you're trying to create a relationship with a person and you're trying to understand them so that then you can try and help them know, like, and trust you better, how useful is that information? That's just unbelievable. Now, all of that information is stored for you in this database. And I'm going to tell you some more things about this database that are going to totally make it useful for you. If you're finding this information helpful and useful for you, please be sure to hit the like button down below, the thumbs up. Hit that button for us. That tells YouTube that you like it, and that'll help to show it to other people. But also, that tells other people that you like it and that it was useful information. Also, if you like it, we would love for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure you hit the little bell right next to the subscribe button, because that will let you know when the next videos are coming out. Now, you might be saying to yourself, okay, that's great. You found the person, or you found some people for me to potentially talk to, but I don't really know how to reach out to people. How do I do that? Well, we have several options for you and several answers to that question. Number one, we have some video training that's in place that you'll be able to start viewing immediately, which will help you start working immediately to start reaching out and connecting with people. The training on that is phenomenal because that is actually going to give you several step-by-step examples of actual conversations and the thought process, the psychology, if you will, behind those conversations. So that's number one. That'll be huge for you. We also have a free Facebook group, private Facebook group, where we are doing training on a weekly basis in that group, and we're answering your questions inside that group. And what do I mean when I say we? What I mean is there are 4 marketing professionals that have a combined experience of about 78 years. One is a social media marketing expert, and you've got me that does a lot of systems work and had local businesses as well. And I've been doing network marketing businesses for, gosh, probably the last 20 years. So we have a number of us in that group that will be coming on and answering questions for you to help you get your questions answered. And you'll see through our ongoing training how to create some of these conversations with those ideal people that you're now finding. And not only are you able to ask questions in that Facebook group, we are encouraging you to ask questions in that Facebook group. We also have company-sponsored training that happens each and every week. And again, we encourage you to plug in and participate. We have a monthly live support call where all 4 of us are on that call at one time. So if you plug in, you get to ask your questions and you'll get multiple answers potentially for a question. But we're there to help you be successful with reaching out, connecting, and building a successful business. And to kick things off, you're going to get 2 free onboarding calls. One from me directly. We'll schedule an hour-long call where we will go through the system to help make sure that you got the system set up correctly. Make sure that you've got it ready to actually start using, and we'll do some searches for you, with you, to help you get off on the right foot. The other call is from the company directly, where the company representatives will do similar stuff with you. They'll go through specific searches, help you do it, make sure you know how to use their software correctly, and so forth. So that's all great. Now you have all these prospects coming in, and big question then might be, well, how am I going to keep track of all of these people? That's a lot of people all of a sudden. And by the way, that's 5 a day, up to 100 for the month. You know what usually happens with network marketers is you send some information to people and then you have to call them up and say, hey, did you get a chance to watch that information yet? This system is going to help you eliminate that problem. You know why? Because we're going to give you a tool that will track whether or not the person opened it. Let me show you what I mean. Take a look at this tab right here. It's called the Prospect Tracking tab. So what I'm going to do is click on this, and then anybody that I want to send information to, all I need to do is put their name in this box. I'm going to put my name in here, and I'm going to search for me. This is one of my demo accounts that I can practice with. I am going to then click on this button that says Select Search, Upload Content. Now that brings me to this page where there's lots of content that I can put inside this system. I can put images in here and I can search for images. So if I wanted to send a photo to someone, I could send them a photo. More importantly, I can store files in here. So if I have PDFs or other documents that I want to send to a person, whether it's a Word document, Excel, whatever, I can store all of those inside the system, and then I can send them to people at the click of a button. I can also store important links. So links to videos that I might want to share with a person, or other content that's at a link that I want to use. I can store that in here as well. And then any websites that I've built on my platform, I can share those websites with a person. So I'm going to go to my links and I'm just going to grab one, how to get your prospects. This is a Vimeo link. I'm going to now click on add. And what that does is it copies that link to the clipboard. Then I'm going to write a short note to the person. Now, once I've written my note, I can then scroll down the page and decide how do I want to send it to the person. And I've got a variety of choices here. As you can see, I can send it by email, Messenger, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, and even other places. I could post this over on a networking platform that I might happen to be on. I can post it over there as well. We're going to use email just because I want to show you how that works. When I click on email, it now opens up my email platform, and I just fill in the information here. And then I just put a subject line in, and then it's going to come down and paste that note that I wrote, and you notice that there is a tracking link that the system put in place. When the person views this information and then clicks on this link, the system is going to come back. Now I'm going to go ahead and send this. That's it. That's how easy it is for me to send something that will now help me track and see whether the person actually opened my content. If I know for sure that the person has opened my content, I'm having a much different conversation with them than, hey, did you look at my content yet? Did you look at that link that I sent you yet? I know that they have opened the link. I'm going to call them and say, hey, tell me what you like best about that video, or some other question that I can now use to engage the person. So what you just saw with that is that we're giving you a tool that stores all of your contacts, helps you store documents, help you store links that are important links that you want to share with people. And then we're giving you a tracking tool that will allow you to see, did they actually interact with the content that you have provided to them? Now, there's a lot more detail that we could go into with this, but this video would be way too long, so we're not going to do that. There is a couple of other things that I want to share with you. Digital business card. Are you using your digital business card? Are you using a digital business card? That is such an important tool that is amazing to help you in your marketing of your business. Here's why. Don't look at it as a business card. Look at it as a personal branding site. It's a microsite. It's a mini website about you. And you're able to do things like put a personal greeting on it, guide people to your next meeting, capture their contact information, share additional information, and so much more. It also comes with its own analytics that you'll be able to actually see how many people have actually visited and clicked and all those things, but you can also connect Google Analytics to it as well, which opens up a whole new world. Have you heard of retargeting, remarketing? You've seen it and you've experienced it. You just may not know it by the name of what it is. Think about this. There's times that you've gone to Amazon or some other shopping website, you clicked on an item, but you didn't buy it. And then all of a sudden, you see this item everywhere. It's popping up everywhere. I remember when that first happened to me and I didn't quite understand what was happening with it and how this was occurring, that it was just weird that all of a sudden I'm seeing this thing that I was looking at everywhere. That's retargeting. You can also do retargeting about you, about your brand, your personal brand, not your company brand. You can do it about you. And people then start to see you everywhere. And they say, man, this person must have something going on because I'm seeing them everywhere. Like I said, there's so much more in this system, but we just don't have the time to share all of that right now. But here's the thing I'd love for you to do though. If you look at the links down below in the description, you'll see a link that you can connect with me for a 30-minute conversation. I'd love to have a 30-minute conversation with you about your business. Who is it that you're looking for? Who is your ideal prospect? And you may say, my customer is everybody, and I will dispute that. I will argue with that. I will say it's not everybody. There is somebody, there are somebodies that you work with best. We want to find those people that you work with best, and then we want to figure out what's the right targeting criteria, because we can go find more of those people for you and your business. Let's take 30 minutes and let's talk about it, and let's see what we can do. If we can find some good people for you in your business, that's great. That benefits you. And by the way, when we do that, I will just give you those, okay? If we don't find any, if it doesn't work for you, no harm, no foul. May not work for everybody. I haven't found any yet that it doesn't work for, but there's always a first time, right? Now, there's also couple of other links that are down there that might be useful for you. One of them is there is a demo link. On that demo link, there's a 90-second demo that you can see some other searches. I'll go through finding 3 searches in under a minute. I say 90 seconds, it's actually less than 90 seconds, but you can go check that out. And then you'll be able to find other videos training on this very topic that I've done. They're all here on YouTube, but you'll find them really easy on that page. And last but not least, watch the videos that show up at the end of this video. You'll see some videos there that will give you additional info as well. All right, that's it for me today. I appreciate you hanging out and watching, and I look forward to talking to you.